Yeah, so today I will try to show you like a multiplayer game that I made and yeah, so this is the multiplayer game. So if here's a create name button. So like let's say my name is POL and I clicked on play, so it will load up assets behind the scenes and it's loading the game, starting the game, and this is my game. So yeah, so like this. And the cactus you are seeing, it's being loaded by addressables, and the purple background is being loaded in runtime, downloaded by asset bundles. So like um and yeah, I'm also doing object pooling. You can see like these being bullets and like they're turning off, so I'm trying to like reusing these bullets. And yeah, so this is my game and I will try to connect it by client. So this is my client. Let's say my client name is this, and it will try to, like load it up that background area and stuffs. So this is my client. Okay. Yeah, I need to know like some colliders, I think. So I need to resize it a bit. But like this. So this is my client and this is my host. So this HP got decreased, and if host click there, so yeah, so their HPs are being synced and the movement also. Like here, the both are being moving because the mouse is being like that, like both editors are reading the same mouse inputs. But yeah, so like both are being synced anyway. And my input system, I'm using like the new input system. So yeah, I'll try to like show you the code, how is all of that working. And like this is my lobby scene and this is my main game scene. Okay, so in lobby scene, the basically the very important, the core script is network runner controller. So it will try to manage the network controlling, like start game, like what game mode, client, host, or whatever you want to do. And some callbacks are there. And yeah, so it's trying to firing some events and stuff. So this is the core network handler. Okay, and this is the global manager. I'm doing like let's say a singleton pattern. Like if anyone wants to like get access to some error pop-ups or network in a controller, this will supply their access. Single manager. And this is my lobby canvas, like play button. So like let's say if clicked on that play button, so it will start a game. It's auto host or client. And I created a this room name. Okay. And this is the basically this is a very simple structure. And like let's say we are being here's my player scripts. I'll try to show the prefab of player. Yeah, so this is the player's prefab. So the player prefabs has some like requires something network transforms like hitboxes or direct hits, and it has weapon controller, health controller. So scripts, gameplay player controller. So like it's managing the basically like basic player controlling, like name changing and like camera activation, things like that. And movement also is there. Like, and I also try to optimize it by threshold. Like if it moved from 0.01, so then and only changes will be there. And yeah, so this is the responsibility. And like player health is managing the health functionality. Like that's it's AI generated. Yeah. And player weapon controller, it's managing the responsibility of weapon. And check shoot inputs like that, if shoot then like remote procedural calls are there, things like that. And like player spawner controller, yeah. So what happens when you went from lobby to main game scene? So this is my main game scene. So like there's a thing called as player spawner controller. So it will try to spawn the controller, like it will know if player is spawned, so it will spawn the player, or if player is done, so it will try to despawn the player, and like that. So it will try to spawn it random positions, or if player HP is done, I mean, so if player HP is 0, so random position and things like that. And yeah, so input handling, I integrated like the new input system, uh, local input polar. Okay, so like these are my new input system, like because usually Photon people use old inputs, but I wanted to do that new input system way. So it's like basically it's like some callbacks are there, so it will try to read that value of movement input, and it will set the value here only on input. It will set the value. Okay, this my inputs are being set here, and who is getting the inputs? This player controller. Okay, so this player controller is getting that player data, and like local input is setting it on here like that. So setting up the data, and this is my player data. It's a struct, and like it's getting movement input and rotation and network buttons, and like my data is being set here, and player controller is being getting the data and doing the job. So this was like basic movement and stuffs. And yeah, so I will try to tell you about the error handling. How is that happening? Error handling, like let's say I have an error pop-up. So this is my error pop-up, and if anyone wants to like show the pop-up, so that can do that, like show the pop-ups and some message, and what can be done by that callback. So I will try to test this out, and this is my bundle loader. So the goal of this bundle loader is to like load the bundles. So like that background, that purple background is being loaded through that, and like bundle URL. This is from GitHub URL. I hosted this on GitHub, so it's loading there. So let's say this is my GitHub URL. Let's say I will try to add a wrong URL, something like that. Okay, so I clicked on play, and let's say my name is this, and I clicked on play. So it's loading assets, and boom. So this is our error. So like network cannot connect to destination host. So it's like this. So it's a retry button. I retried it again, and it will load it up, and again this is an error because the URL is wrong here. So I'll cross it up, and let's say a URL right, and yeah, so this is my name. I'll try to load it up, and it's loaded. All the that bundle asset bundles has been loaded, and game has been started. So yeah, so this was my error handling, and yeah.